Hello, my lovelies. How are you? How is everybody today? Hoi. I am getting some feedback back there. Yay. All right, we'll just see how it goes. Waiting. Anybody out there? Where are my crazies? I wonder if that other one was going. Oh, there we go. Now I've got crazies hopping in. Well, hello, my lovelies. How are you? Oh, hang on. Let me get this up so I can see the chat. Wait, where's my mouse? I can't find my mouse. Hi. How is everybody? Who's here? Oh, let's see. Nancy's here. Whitney's here. Hi, Whitney. Was that from an hour ago? Hold on. Let me put my readers on. Oh, I can see over here. No, I can't. Let's see. Sandra's here. Hi, South Carolina. Oh, and apparently I commented. Janice is here. Address says, where did you go? Hi, everyone. Hello. Whitney again. Hi. Pat, hello. Deb, hi. Whitney says, your favorite crazy is here. You might have some competition on that title. No, I can't see. Hi, Barb. How are you? Adra's here. Tony's here. Hi, Tony. Hi, Barb. Whitney's here. Nope. KSE's here. Hello. Pat says, picking out embroidery on my apron project. LOL. Perfect. Deanna says, here's another one. I know. So I was trying to get a second camera set up. So we'll show you that here in a few minutes. And I am getting a little bit of feedback from the camera because Apple thinks that we want sound from all of their devices. So hopefully you can't hear it and hopefully you don't bother it. And hopefully we can back it out later. We'll probably edit this video and get it out there. But anyway, so that's what happened. So I was like, oh, there's this little section in the new program called demo and I can go into demo and I can try it out. Nope. It made me go live. So, oh, well. So, and apparently I was live with a blank screen for an hour and a half. So we'll delete that video off of YouTube. Let's see. Mel is here. She says, hi, Christy. Hi, everyone. Donna's here. Hello. And she says, girl, I am still trying to order 2 of the Lori Holt binding holders. Silly lady. Well, I had them on yesterday. Oh, no, wait, maybe I didn't. They're listed on the website now. So you should be able to find them on the website, I think. Sandy's here. Sandy Fogelsong. Birdsong. Hi. Monica's here. Hi. She's so cute. She always gives me extra exclamation points. I love that. Tina's here. Hello, my lovelies. Okay, so the host muted your mic. My mic is muted. Can you hear me? Okay. I don't know. Emily is trying to get the feedback to go away. It's my overhead camera. I don't know if there's a way to turn it off. I can turn it off and we can turn it back on. I don't know what that will do. Let's see. Francis says hello. Joyce says hello. Hi, Joyce. She's from Florida. Joyce, are you new here? I can't see it. Joyce and Rick. Skill checker. Something like that. Donna says, oh, okay, I'll do that. Thanks. You're welcome. Michelle's here. Hello. Monica can hear me. Awesome. Tony can hear me. Awesome. Okay. So I figured, it's December and it's December 5th and we've got 20 days until Christmas. And I have a lot of crazies that are new embroiderers. And there are some really cool projects that we can do and that we will be doing once my new studio gets set up. So let's cross our fingers that I get a third of the garage cleared out this weekend so that I can get my studio set up and then we can start doing some more advanced things in the studio up in Spokane. But for today, we're going to do something really easy. And it's quick and it's easy and it's fun. I found this really cute design on OESD, Embroidery Online. And I don't know if we have a link for that. I know I murdered the last name. I can't see half the letters because I don't have my readers in. I just kind of guessed. Hold on, let me see. Skluzacek. Skluzacek? Was that closer? Anyway, so we're going to do some easy projects. We're going to do some towels. Well, a towel because, you know, I don't think you want to hang out with me for 8 hours, but they're quick and easy projects. And then also we're going to do an apron, and I'm going to show you how to get started. We're going to get it centered. I'm going to show you some of the products that I have that I love, that I use to do these. And of course, I have them in the live today. So if you decide you want to buy one, absolutely, you can do that. I have these sticky hoops and magnetic hoops. I've talked about these before. Those are made by Dime Designs and Machine Embroidery. They're one of our favorite partners. They have a lot of cool things for embroidery. And so I can get these hoops for most major machines. Brother, Bernina, Janome, of course, Elna, Viking, Pfaff, and then what's the brother similar one? Oh yeah, Baby Lock. So I can get hoops for all of these. So what I'm going to need to know from you is, well, we'll be showing the hoops in a little bit. You'll be able to scan the QR code. So make sure you've got your second device for scanning. But you'll be able to scan the device or tap on the link, and you'll be able to go and buy the hoop. And then we'll get that shipped out to you. All right, let me catch up on some comments. Mel says, I hear you fine, no feedback. Awesome. I think I have that second camera far enough away that it's not a problem. Oh, so it's the link for, thank you, but I'm not ready for that one yet. It's the link for the embroidery design that I sent to you a little bit earlier. I screenshotted it. It's the partnership link. Okay. Della says, hello. Whitney says, I need that stitch ripper. Oh, so that's why Emily put it up here. Yep. You do need that stitch ripper. I'll show you how it works. Della says, hello. Chris says, hi. Hi, Chris. How are you? And Brenda says, hi from Michigan. My goodness, it's cold out. Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. So in the comments right now on Facebook and YouTube, you can see the design that I am going to stitch out. And this has our partnership link at the end. So how do I do a screen share? Do you know what that is? Because I have the design pulled up on another tab. Let's see. Image. Ooh, screen share. This one. Share. Okay, so this is the design that we're going to stitch out today. Can you make that bigger? Perfect, thank you. This is the design that we're going to stitch out today on a towel, and then we might as well just do it on an apron too, so you can see how it comes out. So the link is in the comments. So if you click on that link, it'll take you to the embroidery designs website, Embroidery Online, sorry, and you can download that design. I think it's $5. I love Embroidery Online designs because they are very affordable, inexpensive. So that's a good way to go, right? Let's see. Sylvia's here. She says, exciting. Sharon says, hello, I got my package today. Yay! It was Christmas at Sharon's house today. A lot of you guys, it's going to be Christmas at your house this week and next week. Pat says, I could use a stitch ripper right now. Okay. Janet says, hi, Christy. Anxious to follow, even though I don't have an embroidery machine. Well, the good news is I can help you with that too. Alchemy's here. Hi, Alchemy. How are you? Oh, see, there we go. We've got the machine pulled up just in case you decide you want to buy an embroidery machine. The one that I'm using today is a 550. This one is a 500 that's pulled up on the screen now. The difference between the 550 and the 500 is the hoop size. And the other difference is I can't ship the 550 outside of my regional area. So if you decide you need a 550, then you have a really good excuse to come see me. You can buy it in my shop, and then you'll be all set. But the 500 is also an excellent machine. Sylvia bought this one. Barb bought this one. Tony bought this one. A bunch of my crazies have bought this one from me. It's a fabulous machine. The largest hoop is an 8x10 hoop, so you can do most projects. If you need a larger hoop, though, it's the 550 for you. KSE says, got her package today. So excited. Good. I'm so glad. Okay, Kathy. Now, the good thing is this video is going to be up on YouTube, on Facebook. It's going to be there forever. I think Emily's going to do some edits later and take out some of the extra things that we don't need. But anyway, so we will get that so you can come back and reference it. And if I screw up, that happens. I told you guys I'm not perfect. So we'll just go with it. Nora says, hi, just got home from Cabela's. That sounds very exciting. We are going to be stitching on a towel. We're going to be stitching an embroidery design on a towel. And then we're also going to do it on an apron. Sylvia says, love my huge box that I came today. Okay, so hang on. Let me gather my brain cells a little bit so we can see where I want to start. I have the design already loaded. Okay, so if you go back over, can we highlight the link again for the Embroidery Online design? So I'm going to go back over here and screen share this again so you can see once again what we are going to be stitching out today. Okay, so here is what we're going to be stitching out. This is a little Merry Christmas Christmas tree. It has 3 thread colors, so that's nice because it doesn't take a lot of time. You know, we'll be able to stitch this out probably pretty quickly. There are 15,000 stitches in the design, but we'll be able to stitch this out pretty quickly. And so we'll just get started. And I'll show you how all of this embroidery stuff works. Ooh, it's Christmas at Deanna's house today too. Yep, it's gonna be Christmas at your house again next week. She had fun on the sale yesterday. Whitney says, how much is the $550? I think it's an additional $800 or so, $800 or $900. I don't remember exactly off of the top of my head, and I don't have my price list in here. Ooh, Renee, could you get me the price list for the machines? I think it is sitting on the desk where all of the machines are. I think. I got Christmas today also. Okay, so here's the link for the design that we are going to be stitching out, okay? All right, so let's switch over to the other camera. And I will get set up on our things, and I'll be talking about some of the different things. Can you guys still hear me okay when I'm over here? Because we're keeping the microphone off over here and on over there. Can we turn on the other camera? The overhead camera. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, so here's what I have. This is a sticky hoop from Dime, Designs and Machine Embroidery, and they make these for most major embroidery brands. It also comes with 25 sticky. This is a sticky stabilizer, sticky back stabilizer, and I'll explain all of that here. Now, the sticky hoops come in different sizes, and we can pull those up individually. I don't know how we're going to do this. Maybe you do it by machine brand. You start with a Janome and show the different sizes and then go into the brother. We have a lot of crazies that have brothers, and then we have a lot of crazies that have Berninas, and a few that have Vikings and Fafs as well. So Em's going to work on pulling the sticky hoops up for you. I have all of them listed on the website. But basically, there's different sizes. This one is a, what is it, like a 8 by 14? Here, let me just line it up here. 10 by 14, something like that. So that's the largest hoop that Janome 550 has. And then there's also a smaller 5 by 7. So what I recommend when I'm just getting people started with sticky hoops is just buy the one that you use the most. So a 6 by 10 or an 8 by 10, just buy the one and try it out and see how you like it. And then if you like the sticky hoop, then go ahead and get the other sizes when you need it. But you don't really need to get the other sizes quite yet. Okay, let's just get you started with one sticky hoop so you can try that. So, and we'll get those pulled up. They're down at the bottom of the list because that's where I was going to start today. So there's 25 sheets of sticky back stabilizer that comes with your sticky hoop. Most of the sticky hoops, they're either $70 or $80. The larger ones are $80 for all of the machine brands. And then the smaller ones are $70. So I've been pulling this apart. You've got the paper here, and then you've got the sticky over here, sticky back stabilizer. And Renee, I don't know where my oh wait, I don't want to mute that one. Unmute my front camera. Okay, can you hear me now? Charged, charged. All the phones are charged. Can't hear you. Okay, let me unmute this. Can you hear me now? How about now? Okay. I need Renee in here. Okay, so so watch the QR codes as they come up on the machine. You can't hear me now? Emily said we can hear you. Okay, we have sound.
Said they can hear you?
Yeah, I need the Kimberbell sticky wash away. It's red. It was on the list. I don't know where it is. Okay. Okay, cool. We're good. All right. So where did you lose me? Did you lose me on putting the sticky on the, tell me where you lost me, where we lost the sound? 4 minutes ago. Okay, that doesn't help. What was I doing at the time that we lost sound? Well, basically, I was talking about the dime hoops, the sticky hoops, and there's 25 sheets of sticky back stabilizer that comes with the hoops. So Emily is pulling up all of the machine hoops that we have. What I recommend is that everybody start with the largest hoop that your machine will take. Okay, and then if you decide you love the sticky hoops and at some point you need a smaller hoop, then get the smaller sizes. But for all of the machine brands, the larger hoops are $80 and the smaller hoops are $70. So Em is pulling all of these up, and of course these are all available on my website as well, so you can order there too. And so start with the largest hoop that your machine will take. It comes with 25 sheets of the sticky stabilizer. I showed you how to attach the sticky stabilizer. You just peel the paper away and then you put your sticky hoop down. Super easy. Okay, any questions so far? You don't have so if you don't have a sticky hoop, do you use cutaway? No, and I'll show you why. I've got this back on the machine. Can we show the overhead camera again as well? Can we do a side by side? That would be great. Okay, so I have this loaded on my machine. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask your question. When you pull up the design, your machine will start in the center of the design. So that's how you can figure out where the center of your design is. Okay. And that's important because when you're talking about placing an apron or placing a towel, it's good to know obviously where the center of the design is. That is not the first stitch. Okay, I'm going to advance to the first stitch by hitting a plus sign on my machine, which I'm going to be doing stuff on learning how to use the Janome machine later. I'm not going to focus on that right now. I'm going to try to make this broad for everybody. Okay, so I have the design pulled up. I've put the hoop on. I am literally just going to mark the center. Now, this is just a towel, so it's not like it's super, super important to get it exactly centered. But you can also practice, if you're nervous, you can practice on a scrap piece of fabric. Okay, so I've marked the center of the design. If you want to use a scrap piece of fabric first, you can get a little fat quarter or a 10-inch square or whatever. This design is going to stitch out about 5.5 inches by 4.5 inches. So you can do it in a 5x7 or a 6x10 hoop. You don't have to use your largest one. But if I was a little nervous about this because this was the first time, I would just do a little scrap piece of fabric so you can stitch it out first. And then you don't waste a towel. But frankly, if you get it in the wrong spot, it's not a huge deal. Wash away, sticky back. Perfect. Yep. Thank you.
That's right here.
Oh, great. Thank you. Okay, so I'm using the dime. What comes with these hoops, by the way, is a dime sticky back tear away. So when I'm done stitching this out, I am going to have to tear away the stabilizer, which isn't a huge deal, but Kimberbell makes a wash away sticky back, which if you have a really stitch intensive design, the wash away is kind of nice because you don't have to tear away all the little pieces. And you'll see that a little bit later. But for starting out, this is a great way to go. Okay, so I just have a regular bath towel here because I ran out of kitchen towels. Okay, so just a regular little hand towel. And I am going to fold this in half the short way to find the center of the towel. Okay. And then I'm going to fold it in half again so that I get that crease. Okay. So now I know where the center of the towel is. And if I was going to stitch it right in the middle of the towel, then this is where I would put this corner right here on my little dot that I made. And it doesn't matter about the little dot because that's going to get torn away. It's going to be behind the stitches. Nobody will ever see that. However, because this is a hand towel and I have some like design down here, I know that my stitching is about 5x4. So I'm going to need, it's going to be basically somewhere in here because we're going to be hanging the towel, theoretically, on a towel rack. Okay, so the center of the design is going to be about here. Now this is the sticky back tearaway stabilizer is very forgiving. If you need to reposition your towel, it's not a big deal. You can totally do that. Okay, so I'm going to open that up. And then all I have to do is just press, 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 like that. Okay. Then I'm going to go put this on back over here on the machine. Any questions there so far? Pretty self-explanatory, right? All right, so I'm going to get this on the machine. Okay, now here's my center. That looks pretty good. If I wanted it to be perfect, I would measure it, but I don't really care because right now, just because, you know, it's a little adjustment. It's something that you can do. Now, if you just started stitching right now, what's going to happen is the embroidery design is going to sink down into the nap of the towel. And so when the stitches sink down, then you can't see the design. So we are going to use an embroidery stabilizer that is a wash away topper. And we have Kimberbell wash away topper. And we also have an OESD wash away topper. And we have those in the product list, so we can bring those up. I have not had any problems with either one, so it's really just a preference. If you want to get both and try both, you can do that. I don't think one is better than the other. They are both excellent products. So I have my wash away topper by Kimberbell is already open, so that's what we're going to use. All right, so I know that the design is going to be 4 inches by 5 inches. This stuff is, can we pull up these products? I think she's looking for them. So this is 8/16, so here's about 6 inches. So we're just going to go like this. Just going to cut a chunk of that off. Oh, and Renee, I need some tape too. I don't think I have any tape in here. I'm sorry. All right, now I'm still in the center of the design. So on my embroidery machine, and I know all of your embroidery machines have this feature as well, and I'll show you this on a different video when I'm teaching people about Janome, but there is a button that I can push to find the top left of the design, the top right of the design, and then all the way around. So what I can do here is just make sure that all of my stitching is going to be on the topper. I need some tape. Oh, I can just use, we have some embroidery tape as well. Thank you. She said you need to. Huh? What? Let me see. Wasn't right in the studio with her. She needs to move the hoop to her left. She also needs to answer this question. Okay. I need you to stay in the studio. Can you go lock the doors?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you want me to stay in here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Because I can't communicate with them, so I don't know what people can see. Okay, so can we pull up the products? I don't know if we were able to do that. Wash away topper stabilizer. There's a Kimberbell and an OESD one. Paper tape. Or I can do it if you need me to do it. Pat says, do you use all the sticky back hoops for all embroidery? No, you don't use the sticky back hoops for all embroidery. You use sticky backs for things like towels, aprons, anything that's hard to hoop. So with your regular embroidery hoop, you have to snap things down into them, and that can be a little challenging, especially if you have something thick or awkward. For example, the apron, right? So or the towel. So if I wanted to recenter the towel, I would have to completely unhoop it and rehoop it in your regular hooping system, and that can get really challenging if you try to just go grab a towel out of the kitchen and try to find the center and try to get it hooped in your machine or in your regular hoop that comes with your machine, because you have to squeeze it down in there, then try to get it recentered and move it, and it still won't be in the right place. So the nice thing about the sticky back or the sticky hoop is that you can reposition it if you need to very easily. I mean, you probably couldn't do it 150 times, but you could do it 2 or 3 times to get it to where you want to do it. Huh?
No hoop burn.
No
Hoop burn.
Hoop burn?
Mm-hmm.
What's that? Getting burned on your fingers?
No, when you put it in the hoop, if you have to rehoop it too many times, sometimes it leaves a permanent indent.
Ah. Renee's done a lot more embroidery than I have. I mean, I've done some, but I haven't done all the things. And also when you're hooping like a towel, for example, you'll get a permanent berm, you called it?
Hoop burn.
Hoop burn. So where it would push down the pile of the towel permanently, and then you wouldn't be able to get that out. I have seen that with like Cuddle and things like that. Cuddle and Minky. Can you link the largest sticky hoop that I need? I can't find it. Yes, it's the large Janome hoop. 8 by 12. 8 by 10. What's the 500 largest hoop? 8 by 10?
8 by 12?
8 by 12.
Oh. So the 500?
Blossom says, hoop burn never goes away. Okay, so let's come back over to the overhead camera. All right, so I'm going to just double check. So I've taped down my topper to make sure that the embroidery design is going to stay in the topper. And this is a wash away topper, so we will stitch this out. Now, while I'm stitching, I'm going to have to mute the cameras because the embroidery machine is kind of loud. I don't have the Janome hoops in the product list. Oh, okay. Kristen, yes, these do work for Bernina. So I'm going to start stitching this out. Okay. I'm going to mute my camera or mute my, whatever it's called, microphone on all the devices. Can you mute me everywhere? Okay, I've been unmuted. So the machine's going in the background, and if it's too loud or annoying, you can let me know. And there might be some feedback. Mel says, are the sticky hoops by Dime? Yes, they are. Are they on your website? Yes, they are. Lynn says, I have a Viking eye, and I don't know all of the abbreviations, but I have a compatibility chart here from Dime for all of the hoops. So I have this for brother. I have this for baby lock. I have it for Viking, Pfaff, Janome and Bernina. So yes, any of your machines that you have, and they're coming out with new ones all the time. They're starting to come out with some for the multi-needle machines as well. So you can email us and we can get that ordered for you. Emily's pulling these up. These are on the website. I haven't updated the listings for these. So if there's been new machines that have come out that are, they might not be on my website. If you can't find it, just shoot me an email. I will get to it this weekend because I won't be here tomorrow doing shipping. Okay, so you don't mind the sound. So we'll keep that on. Let's keep those up for a little bit longer, Em. I'm sorry. If we can just keep those up a little bit longer so that they can see. Scan the hoops because remember, we're working with a different generation. You can see things a lot faster than we can. Let's go to chat. I don't know what that said. The links are going into the chat. Oh, all the links are going to the chat. That's right. I forgot about that. All right. Now I'm going to, rather than change my thread. Okay, so it's stitched out Mary. Can we zoom in over here on, let me zoom in on the other camera. There we go. Great. Thanks. So it's stitched out Mary. And there's a little jump thread here. It's going to go to the green next, and then it's going to go to the red. So I'm going to go do the red berries because I don't see why that would be a problem. I get really lazy changing my threads. So even though the red berries are the last thing to be stitched on this embroidery design, I don't really care. I'm going to do it anyway because there's not really anything that's going to overlap. Also, I'm going to speed up the machine because we don't need to be here all night doing a towel. Hold on, I got to figure out where's the setting on that. Settings. And if you have a Janome machine, I'll be showing you how to do this later. Okay. By the way, in case you're wondering what I was doing there, I start the stitches, start the design to go a little bit, and then I stop it really quick. And then I trim the threads. That helps keep things clean on the back side of the project. If I can catch it in time, which I can't always do. Okay, what's the difference between a snap hoop and a sticky hoop? So the snap hoop is a magnetic hoop, and I have those in here, so I'll be showing you that here in a few minutes. The snap hoop is a magnetic hoop, so you would use the snap hoop if you're wanting to quilt with your embroidery machine, or again, if you have something else that's really hard to hoop, really difficult to get in the hoop. One of our other crazies, Margie used her magnetic hoop when she did the Lori Holt hometown blocks because it kept everything from moving around at all. And she said she didn't have any puckering, she didn't have any issues. So sometimes it's nice to have the magnetic hoop that really holds things in there good. And then sometimes it's a sticky hoop. It just kind of depends on what you're working with. Mom also, when she was doing the, can you guys hear me okay? When she was doing the nativity bench pillow, the Kimberbell nativity pillow, she used the magnetic hoop because one of the pieces that she was embroidering on, oh look, I made a little heart thing, was a 2.5-inch strip of fabric. And so she put her stabilizer in and her fabric in, and it helped keep everything really, really still so it didn't move around, and she was able to stitch the design out. It was the script on there. Richard says it's in reverse on the screen. Okay. I don't know what that means, but let's see. Snap hoop is a strong magnet that holds the fabric. I'll show you the magnetic hoop here. Thought it was something different. Thank you. So you can use on the sweatshirts and t-shirts. Yes, Pat. So to answer your question, the sticky hoop is great. I think that's what a lot of people use for the t-shirts and the sweatshirts, which, by the way, mark your calendars. Our next Dime event is January 14th, and it is called Stitching a T-Shirt Start to Finish. stitching a t-shirt start to finish. I don't think it's even on the website yet, but it is January 14th. And I am excited to see that one. That's a brand new event that we haven't seen before. So I am excited about that. All right, now I'm going to back up here to the green. Okay. So I am going to unhoop this or take it off the machine so I can trim some threads. So I've done all of the red. Can we come over to the overhead camera when you get a chance? She says, move it to the left or to the right. Okay. Oops, I just moved the camera. All right, so I'm going to trim these threads. These are called jump threads, and it's where it jumped from one part of the design to the other, just like it says. As you might imagine, I have a really clean floor because this is exactly what I do at home, just throwing the thread off to the side, and I let the vacuum cleaner take care of it, or the cats. All right, these other threads, there are other jump threads in here. I'm going to give you a close-up of this. So in between the letters, whoops, hang on, let me get that. In between the letters, like you can see the jump threads from E and R. We'll trim those away later after we're done with the project. Just like when you're doing cross stitch, you want to trim your threads on the back as well. Do we have the curved Karen K. Buckley scissors? The curved ones? Oh, good. I have these on my website too. A bunch of you have these. These are the Karen K. Buckley curved scissors for applique. These are really nice to get in here really close to these threads on the back. So I just do this because sometimes the machine thinks that these are bobbin threads and it goes and tries to grab these, and then bad things happen and we have to use the bird's nest. Is Mary Beth coming back today, or is she done?
Yeah, she's here. Do you want her?
No. Okay, so I got that pretty cleaned up. So I'm going to just bring this back over here. Oh, yeah. Change the thread. Thank you. And if you have a Janome machine, I will be showing you how to do this in my next, when I get some time on the YouTube in the studio. Was it a little bit louder that time? Because I can slow the machine down and make it a little bit quieter while I'm stitching out the green. I think that one doesn't need to go in. This is where I need my reader so I can see where the thread goes. This has a threader on it, but I need to get it fixed. And I haven't gotten it fixed because, you know, I have 10 million other things going on, but now I'll have time to do these kinds of things that need to get done, right? Okay, so my next step is, and I'm going to slow this down so it's a little bit quieter. Oops, this one. 500, click OK. Okay, so I dropped that. I didn't mention this before. I can't remember if I did or not actually, but I dropped the thread down. I hold on to it. I pull the bobbin thread through. That helps keep things a little bit cleaner on the back side of the project. Go a couple stitches, stop the machine, trim off the tails, and let her rip. Okay, so any questions about that? Is the embroidery module backwards from the other machines? I don't know what that means. Is the embroidery module backwards from the other machines? I think that different hoops connect, different machines. Can we bring up my front camera? Different machines connect the hoops differently. So I've noticed some of the most of the Janome machines connect on the right side, but some of the combination machines, the sewing and embroidery machines, they connect a little bit differently. Like there's an arm that comes up over the back side, and then Bernina and Pfaff and Viking, they all connect differently. Is there special pricing on hoops, or can we contact you for help in getting the hoops? No special pricing. They're already discounted. They're always the price they are now on the website. They are always that price. Dime has a minimum advertised price policy, so I can't sell them for any less than they currently are. But we can get those shipped to you, and I can get it to you in about 2 or 3 days, and you'll have it super fast. We don't have a coupon code for the hoops, but we will have a coupon code for some of the other products that I am able to discount, like stabilizers and things like that. So we'll have to create that. I don't know if Jackie's here, but we'll get that created. Snowy savings for 30% off the sale. Ooh, maybe Jackie is here. Yay! Okay, any questions that I missed? I don't have sticky hoops, so we'll order. I have the 5x7 snap hoop. Okay, so let me talk about the snap hoop while the machine is going on the sticky hoop. So we use the sticky hoop. You could use it for aprons. You could use it for something really big if you don't want to try to fight it into your hoop. This is magnetic hoop. They have these for all machines as well. Of course, the one that I have here is the Janome hoop. This is the 8x12, I think. It might be the 8x15. I'm not sure which one. 8x12. Okay, this one's the 8x12. So when you get your magnetic hoop, it comes on this little, I don't know, what is it? Kind of a plasticky cardboard. That's what we're going to go with. This is how you want to store your hoop, always and forever. Do not throw this away because it is a very strong magnet, Make sure that your fingers are out of the way because you can pinch it if you're not careful. How do I know that? Ask me. Done it. There is a little lip. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Whoops, wrong way. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but there is a little lip under here that you can grab it. I'm going to go back over to the overhead camera and show how this works. So you basically just pull this up, and it's a really strong magnet. And then you can put your quilt in here. If you're going to do some quilting, we'll have to do that in a different live. We're going to pretend that this is a hard to move item, like a very thick towel, something with cuddle, sandwich, or something else, because you don't want to put your magnet down here without it. Something in between. There you go. That's your moving process. Should I show you again? Unhooped, rehooped. Biting a quilt sandwich in between your regular hoop, which actually is a pain. It's not very much fun. This is your hooping and rehooping process. We'll plan to do another live where I show you quilting, edge quilting, so you can kind of see how easy that is. I need to set up the cameras a little bit differently, but this is your hooping. So you could definitely, the most expensive ones I think are $260 or so. And the smaller ones are going to be less expensive, but still around $199. I think it's the smallest. That's the 5x7. So start again with this one, same thing. Start with your larger hoop. See how you like it, and then if you want a smaller hoop, then you can get a smaller magnetic hoop. Okay, let's look at Stitch Ripper. You guys still hear me okay? And I'm not even looking at the screen, so just joined at the Dime Hoops discounted. Nope, they are discounted as deep as I can sell them. They are the biggest discount that anybody on the internet can sell them. I can't sell them for any less than that, or I would be violating their policy. Kristen says, "Oh, I want one of those, and I have for some time." Yes. Is there someone available at your shop tomorrow? Pat, if you want to shoot us an email, I'm going to be driving up to Spokane in the morning, and then, I could call you. You know what? Shoot me a text. See the number down below. Shoot me a text, and I'll give you a call tomorrow on my drive up. The Stitch Ripper, will the discount apply? The discount is the same. Okay, Ready? I was talking to somebody the other day, one of my crazies, I can't remember who. And huh? Speak up. Okay. I was talking to one of my crazies the other day. I can't remember who. I could pause the machine. I can't remember who. And she was stitching something out and she had made a boo-boo and she needed to unstitch it. And she was really upset because it was like a bathrobe or something. And it was all messed up. So I said, oh, you need a stitch ripper. I'm going to show you how to use it. See that when I have the machine going in the background, the sound comes and goes. Okay, now I'm going to keep the machine going. I'm going to show you the stitch ripper. This is so cool. So this is a block that we stitched out simply for the process of being able to show how to rip the stitches out. Okay, I'm going to get the machine going again, so sound is going to be wonky. And there we have it. Ready? Tweezers, where did they go? Done. I have a little bit of trimming to do. There's the end. Whoops, wrong way. There's the end. I just ripped that out. I have a little bit of trimming to do. That's way better than a regular stitch ripper, isn't it? And you can still see the form a little bit, so you can still see the design a little bit, or like the impression, the indentation that made. You can probably like press and use some water and stuff and get it what's it called? Form? Huh? Anyway, so here's the stitch ripper. And it comes with two different sizes. Hold on, let me hold it up here really close for you. Comes with two different sizes of blade. So you just pop the blade out. You've got a small one for smaller area, and then a larger one goes like this big. I don't know where it is. I lost it because I took it to a quilt show, and that was the end of that. It also has a little brush that it comes with to clean out your razor thing. And then it has a little liquid for lubrication. It's a little oil. KSC says you're talking, but I can't hear you. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I'm getting max 5 seconds of sound, then cuts out for like 10 seconds. Wow, cool. Glad I bought the machine ripper. What kind of magic is that? No sound going in and out, not able to hear you at all. Yes, sound in and out. Sounds going in and out. Just joined on the done. So while I'm running the machine, I think that the camera or the microphone thinks that we want to all hear the embroidery machine, and it doesn't. So now, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? There's a little bit of a delay. A little bit of a delay. No? Why is it not working? Is the sound on? Is the volume on? Emily can hear me. Dang, what's going on? I could hear you before. Whitney can hear us. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So we have viewers on Facebook and YouTube, and many of the YouTube and Facebook viewers can hear me. So maybe your volume's off. Okay, how about now? Can you hear me now? I know, I saw that. I think they can hear me. Okay. Hopefully you can hear me. Okay, so this, whoops, upside down. This is the magic, the Stitch Ripper. Isn't that amazing? So if you have been stitching something out and you screw up, you don't want to screw up on your very last block or your very last step on a block that has taken you 5 hours. It's very frustrating. So the Stitch Ripper can save you on that. I'm on YouTube. I can't. It's very, very blotchy. I can hear you in and out. My column is up. My volume is up. Okay. Well, we could always turn the microphone on my laptop if we needed to and turn it off on the iPhones. But I think for the most everybody, we can hear it. I'm on YouTube and it's cutting in and out. The 5 seconds it's on, it's loud and clear, but only for a 5 count. Then it's off again. Okay, we're just going to keep going and hope the final video has good sound. And if it doesn't, we'll just redo it and we'll edit it and we'll make it all pretty and wonderful and amazing. Okay, so that was the Stitch Ripper. That was awesome, right? I think the problem is that when I have the microphone on, when I'm running the embroidery machine, there's an interference and the phone doesn't know which device it wants to hear. Pat says, had to go, works now. I went to Facebook and there's a sound there. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to keep stitching this out. So I'm going to mute myself again, I think. And now it's clear. Okay, so KSE, Kathy said she went out and came back in and now it's clear. So if you're still having trouble hearing, let's highlight that comment really quick. Can go out and come back in. But that will hopefully work. Okay. And you can put the Stitch Ripper back up there. Oh! See, this is why I need help in here, because not all of the brain cells are functioning 100%.
I always put it down there.
Oh, here's the other blade. So you can get a lot more unstitching done a lot faster. Yeah, the Stitch Ripper is a must-have. Okay, and then I don't know if we had the stabilizers up, but can we put the topping stabilizers up? There's a Kimberbell and an OESD one. They're probably on the about halfway through the hoops, not hoops part. We'll put those up. I'm going to start this again. The sound is going to go in and out, so we're going to mute me again because we're going to do that, okay? Maybe. Oh, I'm unmuted. Okay. So we're gonna have a different arm for the camera because it's a little wobbly. It's almost done. Huh? It's going really fast. Yeah. Okay, so I put a couple of the products up here. I was doing the wash away stabilizer, the wash away sticky back stabilizer. I kind of like the idea of the wash away sticky back because, like I said, once I'm done with this, I'm going to tear the stabilizer off, which is fine. But when you have some really small designs or some little small areas, there's a little bit of stabilizer back there, and you just kind of have to pick it out with some tweezers. And then I also put some of the tapes up there. There's OESD wash away tape, and Kimberbell's is just a paper tape, so you still need to take it off. But I like the wash away tape because you never know when you're going to stitch over something. You're going to really need to tape it down. Okay, the machine's done with the green. And then the next one is audience interactive. You guys get to pick the next color that I'm doing. So we'll do that in just a minute. I want to get into some of the questions. Carol says, I'm late to the party. That's okay. You can go back and watch. We're going to edit the video later, so it'll be a little bit cleaner because, you know, we're doing this live and there's some noise and funky things. KSC says, unless you want me to put me to sleep, I know. Machine sound is better. Okay. Machine. Okay, they like the sounds of the machine. All right, let me scroll up through these comments because there were some questions. The sound was going in and out when we had me unmuted. Let's see. Okay, what thread do you use? That was what I was wanting. Okay, so I prefer Isacord. Oh, and we were going to do a coupon code for that too. So we're going to do a coupon code today. I think Jackie's here. Also coupon code for thread. 15% off all. Okay, so we're going to do 15% off. I can do 15% off on the OESD, the Kimberbell, and we'll do Isacord thread as well. So we'll get some coupon codes going here, and Jackie will get those added in as well. And if you already put a purchase in, no worries. I got you going too. So I prefer Isacord. It just holds up really good. I haven't played around with a whole lot of the metallic thread. That is on my list of things to do in the next few months, so that I can have some strong recommendations for you guys on metallic threads. Metallic threads are fun because, especially when you're doing like Christmas projects or something, you can add a little extra zing by using some silver or gold on like elf hats or Santa hats or buttons or buckles or something like that. It's really fun to play around with metallic threads. Sylvia says, I'm curious, my machine's biggest hoop is 7x11. So what size sticky hoop would I buy? So shoot me a text if you have a specific question about your machine. You've got the phone number down here, or we did at one point, but shoot me a text on your specific machine and I'll get those text messages answered tomorrow. And if you have a question that requires me to call you, I'll give you a call. I'm driving back to Spokane, but I need to know what kind of machine you have. So Bernina, and then I also need to know like your number, what number the machine is. I love Isacord thread. And what else? Any other questions that I missed?
Beth said your volume's going in and out again.
My volume's going in and out again.
Talking, the sound is going off, in and out.
Okay, so if your sound is still going in and out, go out and come back in. I think that's worked for most of our users. Sandy, you have a question about how does a stitch ripper do on t-shirts? Fine. As far as I know, no issues. What I would suggest is if you're going to rip some stitches out, number one, go get one from like Goodwill, pay $2 for it and practice on a $2 Goodwill shirt or one that's falling apart that needs to go in the garbage, because I do have a couple of t-shirts that are that old. And then unstitch it on the back side. Stitch a little bit of the design out and then practice on the t-shirt, but do it on the back side. Stitch rip on the back side. That way you don't ruin anything on the front side of your project. All right, any other questions? Okay, so audience interaction. I'm going to bring up my design again. Whoops, I have to go over here and do share screen. Hang on. Hold, please. All right. Okay, so I've stitched out the red. I've stitched out the green. Next, we have these little stars, the little poofs. Is what we call them, right? Didn't we call them poofs?
Yep.
So we are going to ask our audience, which color on the poofs? Do we want to do a blue or do we want to do a silver? And whichever one gets the most is the one that we're going to load on the machine and stitch out our little poofs. Does not sound like fun. Okay, pick your color, comment your color. I don't know how we're going to keep track of it, but we're going to do as fast as we can. I'm not doing metallic. The options are blue or silver, Pat. You can choose from blue or silver. When you stitch this out on your own machine, you can do your metallic gold. All right, so we've got blue, silver, blue, silver, blue, blue, silver, blue. Only vote one time. Silver, blue, silver. Okay, so blue is at 6 and silver is at 5. Any more votes? Blue. Blue. Ooh, blue's winning. Blue's pulling ahead. 8-5. Do 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 do. Okay, I think we've got. I'll give a few more seconds here, and I think we're gonna go with blue. Is it blue? Final answer. Okay, we're going with blue, which is actually what I wanted to do too, but I didn't tell you that, so I'm excited about that. Oops, I dropped my. Okay, let's change the bobbin. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is the other reason that I need to have hardwood floors in my studio, or not hardwood floors, but just not carpet, because this is what I do. I throw the thread around when the girls come in after I've been in the studio. They're like, "Oh man, the Tasmanian devil was here." Because I go somewhere and there's suddenly thread everywhere. The threader needs to be fixed. But I can't see it. It's totally missing it. Okay. Tweezers. Trim the thread. This is why I need the readers, guys. Oh, which I know you can all relate. Now I have to back up because I can't see. Oh, I forgot to trim my threads, you guys. You gotta keep an eye on me and make sure I don't screw things up. Okay, so I'm just gonna let that go. Any other questions? Yes, color will plop. pop, flop. It'll pop too. Okay, so we've gone through sticky hoops. We've gone through magnetic hoops. And we've talked about topper, which you need to have a topper. Now, there are a couple of other types of topper stabilizers. Put this up here, like that. Oh, there. Now I'm in the right spot. There are a couple of other topper stabilizers. There's an iron away. And if you have an iron away topper, you need a pressing cloth, which we have in here somewhere. It's, yeah. No? Okay. You sure? Okay. Can you go grab one? And Mary Beth, can you add pressing cloth, the OESD pressing cloth, into the product lineup? Ooh, that's one of our new ones. She's gonna go grab the pressing cloth for us. Is Jackie on? I need a little elf in my sewing room like you. Have to put away my thread and clean up my scraps after I'm done. Okay. Jackie, does Jackie have the coupon code set up yet? And we can put that in here. Oh yes, that blue is looking beautiful. Oh, you guys, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so this little expert pointing tool, this was something that I saw on the OESD website the other day. It's kind of like, you know how I told you guys that when I go to the Riley Blake website or I go to the Moda website, all of a sudden I start finding things that I'm like, ooh, that's cool. Ooh, that would be nice. Ooh, I think I need one of those. Sometimes when you're stitching, you need to get way down under there, under the needle to hold down like a piece of fabric, or maybe you cut your applique wrong a little bit and it's just a little bit off, and you need something to get down under there that's not going to, so that your finger isn't the thing that gets stitched to your project. This is a handy little tool. Has two different sizes on the end. You did. I saw some yesterday. Must have sold it. Okay, well, can we add it in? Can we add it to the product list anyway? Anyway, so OESD has a pressing cloth. What code do you need? I need a coupon code, Jackie, for 15% off the Kimberbell and OESD and whatever the other brand is that I have in here. Kimberbell, OESD, not Dime. Maybe I just have Kimberbell and OESD in here in the products. And we'll have that expire tonight at, what's tonight, Thursday? 9 p.m. Pacific. That sounds good. 15% off OESD and Kimberbell. Some exclusions apply, only the new Kimberbell stuff, brand new Kimberbell stuff, which is really just the quilts and ladders, the ladder quilt thing. That would be great. But the Dime is already discounted as much as we can. Okay, so there's that. We also have some OESD Pixie lights. These are brand new. We just got these in. I think we have a picture of those in our product lineup. Yes, and what was the Karen K. Buckley scissors? We need this. Okay, and then also the scissors. Thank you. Kathy, we'll get those added in here. Oh yes, Isacord thread. Thank you, Mel. We're also going to do 15% off Isacord thread. Jackie, thanks. Nothing like giving discounts on the fly, huh? Okay, so Pixie lights. This is in our product lineup. I can pull it up if you want. I'll find it. Mary Beth just added it in. There we go. All right, OESD Pixie lights. These are fun for embellishing your quilts. You also need the hole puncher, which I don't think we added in here, but we've got it. But your coupon code will work on all the OESD stuff that we have in the store. So If it's not something that we have in here today, you can use that. These are the little pixie lights. There's 3 strands, warm white. Regular price is $11.99, so it's going to be 15% off of that. What else? Oh, I got some greeting cards. Oh, we could stitch this on greeting cards. This same design we could stitch on greeting cards. Wouldn't that be fun? And I have a broken thread. So we are going to go back over to go see how we fix this. Let's see what happened down below. It looks like it just came unthreaded. Okay, so I am going to back up to where, oh, I have to raise the presser foot, to where it dropped the stitches, which looks like, see, that's what happens when you are not paying attention to your embroidery machine. It throws a fit. It's kind of like a diva sometimes. All right, so it looks like that's about where it lost its thread. Now, again, this is a towel. This is going to get washed 100 times, especially if you're not entering this in a contest for nationwide embroiderers. I wouldn't worry too much about the fact that I'm going to stitch over some of my stitches because nobody will ever see it. You know how you do your first block and your points don't line up exactly and your friends are like, well, I can't even see that. Hold on, I got to put my eyes on. Where did I put my eyes? Where are the eyes? Where are the eyeballs? Where'd they go, guys? Did I drop them on the floor? Well, apparently this is going to need to have a little stitch around my neck thing deal. I don't know where it is. I just am going to have to. Is anybody else paying attention to where I'm putting my glasses? I'm not used to having glasses, so I'm not used to having to keep track of those. I always put my keys in the same place so I can find them. Oh, there we go. I finally got it where it was supposed to go. So the top thread broke. Who knows why? Start. Probably because I didn't go clean up all those threads. If I wasn't also trying to do a live at the same time, I would have stopped and started every time the machine jumped to the next thing. Okay. Let's see. So we've got scissors in here. What was the other thing I was talking about? I forgot what I was talking about, you guys. Does that ever happen to you? Maybe. Sometimes. Perhaps. I'm just going to scroll through some of the things that we have here. Go back over to chat. And we'll let the product people do the product things. Okay. So we've got coupon code Stitch 15 for 15% off your OASD, your Kimberbell, and your Isocord. The only exclusion is going to be the brand new Kimberbell Quilts and Ladders seasonal quilting something through the seasons. Okay, Kathy says, yes, I saw that. LOL. Is there still a free shipping code? Jackie, can we reactivate the free stitching code as well? It's free stitch. Wait, free ship crazies. Let's reactivate that one also until, what did I say, 9 p.m. tonight? Kristen says, broken thread, story of my sewing life. I know. We have to kind of keep an eye on it. But this is a perfect example of why it's really nice to have an embroidery machine and a sewing machine. This is why whenever somebody comes into the store and they're like, I'm wanting to get a combination sewing and embroidery machine, I'm like, well, tell me a little bit about that. Why would you like to do that? And they tell me because they want to start getting into embroidery, da, 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 da. A lot of times, the combination sewing embroidery machines, many times, now that this isn't the case all the time, but many times, the largest hoop is a 4x4 or a 5x5. And as soon as you fall in love with embroidery, you're going to wish you had a larger hoop. Number two, this is the case with Shinomi. If you were to buy a sewing machine and an embroidery machine, you would end up spending about the same amount as if you bought a combo machine. Hold on, I can hear something.
It's just moving.
Okay. It sounded like something happened. So that's why I usually will recommend people to get a separate embroidery machine, because while you're sitting here stitching out your towel, you can also be stitching something together, sewing together some blocks. Yeah, so you can have your sewing machine right next to your embroidery machine. So just food for thought if you're thinking about embroidery machine. That's my thing. Oh yeah, no new Kimberbell and no digital dealer exclusives, yes. Free Ship Crazies is live again until 9:30. This means we will hold and combine your orders until you hit $100 for free shipping. Perfect. Let's see what else we have in here. So we have some greeting cards. Did we show the greeting cards? I think we did. This was new. I haven't had these yet before, so I thought these would be fun. Plus, it's Christmas time. Look, here are some of the designs. These are OESD projects. What else do we have? We have, ooh, this is cool. What is this? An ultimate USB organizer. Holds 12 USBs, and it has a zipper pouch for storage. And it has a hard case. It's a pretty color, too. I like that. This also we just added to the website today. USB fits for snugness. Oh, look at the back. Has a breathable zipper compartment, soft felt exterior, compartment with elastic band, easy pull zipper, and hard case. So you can throw it in your ginormous purse without, whoops, I'm over here, without it getting smushed. I think we have this loaded in our product lineup here. Oh, yep, here it is. So here's our USB organizer. Now that sounded like a broken thread. No. All right. Yes, I agree with you. I have one unit. It's too much trouble changing them back and forth. Absolutely. Yep. So every time somebody's thinking about a new machine, I'll just say, get a separate machine. You'll be a lot happier, because this towel is taking, how long have we been live? An hour and a half. I'm going at the slowest speed though, because of noise. I could speed it up to 700 or 800 stitches a minute and it would stitch out a lot faster. But I have it slow because of sound. Oh, great. Okay, so then we also just added a couple of other products that I wanted to point out. We just added the scissors. I think. I don't know where they went. Well, we added the Karen K. Buckley scissors, and we also added the pressing cloth. Did she add them in the right studio? She might have put them in the wrong studio. We have more than one studio open, possibly. Not see them in here. Emily and Jackie, I had Mary Beth add a couple of things. I had her add the Karen K. Buckley scissors and also the pressing cloth, but I don't see it here in the product lineup, so I'm not sure if it's in the right studio. I don't know. Okay, we're almost done stitching that out. What else do we have? We have the Perfect Vision magnifying lamp. It clamps on the table, so that's nice. And it also has a neck that you can wobble and manipulate and move to wherever you like. So we'll bring this up on the screen here in just a sec. It also has 5 times magnification, so if you really need to zoom in on something and see what is going on, it has 3 different light modes. This is also a dime product, and it is $59.99. Very handy. I think it's in there. I thought I added it in there. Whoops. I'm trying to scroll through. Hang on. Let me find it. The discount will not apply to the dime products, just so you know. Maybe I did not. Oh yes, here it is. Here we go. So if you need an extra little light, a little more magnification, and this is great, of course, for embroidery, but also for quilting, or stitching, or cross stitching, or whatever. Sewing, crafting, and more. Clip it anywhere. Precision and focus. You can pull it down so you can use your 5x magnification, and then you can pull it back up out of the way. Our towel is almost done. And then we'll move on to some of the other goodies that are on here. I also have a bird's nest thing that I want to remember to show you, so we'll come back to that in a minute. I think we're just about done. Oh yeah. Perfect snip. Greeting cards. Oh, there's 2 different sizes of greeting cards. Cool. So I have 5 1/8 by 7 inch, and I have 4 1/2 by 6 1/4. So I got 2 different sizes of greeting cards. Oh yes, see. Fun. What else is in here? We have some OES organ needles. Different sizes. Oh, embroiderer's compass. Do we have the embroiderer's compass? Okay. We had one at one point. We did. I showed one time recently. I showed it in a live about 3 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago. Okay. Okay, it's around here, down here somewhere. So let me go over here to the next QR code. Put that in here. I also put this one in here. This is the embroiderer's compass. I showed it on a live probably about 2 weeks ago. And I don't know why the prices are coming up, but I think it's like $12. Can somebody scan that with their phone and see why the price isn't coming up or what the price is? So it shows you, it talks about different stabilizers, different fabrics that you're working with. The other thing that made me think about that is it also has information about needles, what needle sizes. What is the 7511 or the 8012? Like, how do I know which needle to use? This has information about that. And it's double-sided, so you can just flip this around and it'll show you what kind of stabilizer to use if you're working with leather or faux or cuttle or some deep pile. It's really nice. Great thing to have for beginner embroiderers, well, even advanced embroiderers, because frankly, there's so much stabilizer out there. How do you know which one you're supposed to use? Trial and error, or use the compass. It directs you in the right direction. Pat says, I am going to watch this in the middle of the night when my kids stop calling me. I have some crazies who tell their friends and family, do not call me during the time because I do not want to talk to you. I am watching my Christy Crazy. Ooh, start here table runner. Cool. Embroidery blanks. Awesome. This is another one. This is another new item that we just got in from OESD. Start here table runner. Measures 12 by 36. Easily spruce up your home decor with an OESD table runner, simple to hoop, and with 4 finished sides, it makes for a quick project. You can use your sticky hoop, stitch out your design on there. Fun. 12 by 36. Sorry? I can't hear you. We're out of compasses. Okay, I know I have a sample around here somewhere though, but that's okay.
she made sure that she put the price on.
Oh, great. Thank you. Awesome. She got the price on there. Perfect. All right, next one. Let's put the table runner up on the screen for the customers. We have it. I thought she added it in here. I'm sure she did. Ooh. Here's the scissors, Kathy. Here's the, oh, these are the straight scissors. We also need the curved scissors. So this one is the straight scissors. So see here how this has a curve to it. This is the ones that I use are the curved scissors. The ones that we have up right now are a straight scissor, but they're nice and sharp. So those are nice. Nice to have. And then we also have the pressing cloth. We have that in here. This we were talking about a little bit earlier. There is an iron away topper that you can get. Sometimes I've heard that sometimes the wash away leaves a little bit of residue. So people prefer the iron away. So people just have, there's so many different stabilizers because people have different different things that they like. Oops, stop. Back this up. My thread broke again. I don't know why. But sometimes that happens. Probably because let's take this off and let's look at the back of my project. So I'm going to guess that it is because the back is a mess. Oh yes. It certainly is. I'm going to give you a close up of this so you can see. Uh-oh. It's coming off. Stay on. I need you to stay on a little bit longer. Okay. It's a heavy towel. All right. Where is the camera? Are we up yet? Nope. Oh, overhead camera, please. Okay. The back of my design is lots of threads. So this is why my thread keeps breaking. So I'm going to snip all these, or as many as I can, especially in the vicinity where I'm going to be working. There's a long jump thread here. So I'm going to snip these away. Just to kind of clean those up a little bit. And there's also the top thread also might be getting tangled in with the bobbins. But this is why it's important to hang out with your embroidery machine while you're stitching things, because your machine likes to misbehave and your thread likes to misbehave, and it likes to try to use something else for a bobbin or a top thread. Mary Beth, could you also add the jumbo hoop guard? She's still here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, and I can feel that my tension is very unhappy. Look at that. See that? That thread is not happy. So I'm going to cut it off and throw it on the floor because, you know, it sounds like a good idea, right? Clean it up later. I need one of those little robot vacuum cleaners in here. I don't know why I keep doing that. I don't know where I put my eyeballs either.
They're on your head.
Oh, how come nobody told me that, you guys? The eyeballs are on my head. I was looking everywhere for them a few minutes ago. Couldn't find them. It's not. I think something got discombobulated in one of our trips to a quilt show. All right, let's get this done, guys. Now, like I said, normally this wouldn't take so long, but I'm taking time and explaining things. If you do a towel, go ahead, do a towel. You'd be like, wow, that stitched out really fast. That was fun. I think I'm going to do another one. And I'll be like, yep, it's pretty fun. Oh, that was good. All right. I think I have to go out of the products and then come back in. I'm not sure. Questions, comments? Oh, I should come back over here to the chat and then I can see what you guys are saying. That is a great idea. A Roomba. Mm-hmm. As long as there's not too much stuff on the floor. KSE did. KSE did what? Oh, knew where the glasses were? I missed that one. How come somebody didn't highlight the comment for me? Let's see. Sylvia says, I have to keep shooing my husband away. He can walk on broken foot, so easy for him to try to distract me, haha. At least now husband is walking a little, so I don't have to wait on him nonstop. Yep. That's a good milestone. How do you get the sticky off Minky from wash away? How do you get the sticky off Minky from wash away? You have to wash it. Renee says, throw it in the wash machine. Wash it. And if it's still sticky, use a little bit of isopropyl rubbing alcohol or Goo Gone. But make sure you wash it really good. Goo Gone is an awesome product that takes anything gooey away and off. It is flammable though, so make sure you wash really good, especially if it's a blanket that might be anywhere near a fire at any point, at some point ever. Let's see. Okay, we're done, guys. I think. Wait, hang on.
Yeah, because you already did the last part.
Yep.
The berries.
Okay, cool. We're done. All right, so let's go back over to our overhead camera. Cool. Can we zoom in on the overhead camera? Bring that up full screen. Please and thank you. Let's make this one bigger over here. Okay. Okay, so you ready for the big reveal? First, you just tear this off. Yay. Okay, flip it over on the back. Tear it away. Now, you can also tear off the topper. This just tears right off. Ooh, this is really nice and easy to tear off. Okay, now the topper, I selected a wash away topper. So all I have to do is get it wet with warm water, and it'll all be gone. Hang on, I'm about to lose my glasses. Oops, there's camera this way. It's backwards. Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh, I cannot find. Okay, so you've got your topper. You can see your stitches. I might have to just hold this up in front of the other camera. And then here's your back, your backing. So that's all tear away. So in between all the stitching, I can pick that out with some tweezers, and it won't take very long. It's actually pretty easy because it's paper. It tears really easy. I'm going to switch over to the other camera. If I can figure out how to do that. Oh, here we go. Cool. I know where this camera is, so let me just hold it up over here. Cute. Isn't that fun? So it took me an hour, but that's because I stitched it at half the speed. I stopped a couple times. If you stitch this out straight, I bet it'll only take you about a half an hour, 45 minutes. So now I can pick that out. Now, Kimberbell has a wash away sticky back stabilizer. It comes in two sizes, a 12-inch and a 20-inch. Right now, I only have the 20-inch, but this is your wash away sticky back stabilizer. So I don't have any open of this. Plus, I wanted to show the dime product as well. So I just wanted to show you how this would work, because you'll get the tearaway with your dime sticky hoop. Okay, I see lots of comments here, so I'm going to come over here. Pat says, okay, I did baby book and it made it hard. Sticky off Minky from wash away. Oh, okay, we'll try some things and report back. Let us know what you find out. And let's see, Rhonda says, hi, Rhonda, how are you? Haven't seen you in here for a little while. I always throw thread on the floor. Just pull your foot over the thread and it all balls up together. Perfect. I'm sitting here picking away the sticky stabilizer. I don't need to do that, but I'm going to. And did you see that? I just put it on the floor. Pretty. And one of our hosts said, you're making me want to learn embroidery. Is that my daughter or is that Jackie? Okay, so here's our towel. Now, I didn't take the time to find the exact center, okay? But frankly, I didn't really care. Now, this isn't folded exactly in half, so I probably could have moved it down. But this is why going to the dollar store, get a couple of cheap towels, you know, try it out, stitch it out on the cheap towels, give the cheap towels away to, I don't know, somebody that annoys you, like maybe, I don't know, a mother-in-law or something. Or maybe an ex-husband. I don't know. Be like, hey, I made this for you. And they'll be like, okay. Okay, I'm going to fold it the way that we would fold this. Oh, gorgeous. Isn't that fun? Okay, can we post the link again for the design that I used today? That would be your daughter. Yeah, you could stitch some things out for Nana. She would love that. And if it said, from Emily. And then, you know, those quilt labels that I show all the time, you could stitch something on there, from Emily, made by Emily. See? She's getting the bug, you guys. She's getting the bug. Isn't that pretty? I love the blue. That came out so nice. Okay, so you can basically do the same process for your apron as well. I do have some aprons in here, I think. Did we load the okay, here's the link again for the embroidery design. This is the Merry Christmas embroidery design that I did on the towel. I don't think I'm going to stitch out on the apron today, but I might lay it out for you so you can kind of see where it's going to land. Where the center, that might be something that the blue tiles are for. So here's the embroidery design for that. The adult apron blank, I have 3 of the apron blanks in here. This one is the plain white Kimberbell adult apron. I think I might need some assistance getting this on here. Renee's going to come help me. Everybody say hi to Renee. Thanks, Renee. She's like, I'm not camera ready. Don't you dare let me get on camera. So, huh? Oh, there we go. Okay, so let's just hold this up here and see how cute that would look. After you've stitched it out once too, maybe on your dollar store towels, you could kind of hold it out here and see where you want to place it. There's also a print and stick paper that we have, print and stick Target paper that's a dime product. We couldn't figure out how to load it in here today. I don't know why the technology is trying to be smarter than us. There's a couple of different aprons that I have too. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Okay, now I can't get it off. Oh, yeah, there we go. It's because I couldn't, yeah. Okay, so this is a really long, in case you didn't know, it's funny. When I met one of my crazies recently, I can't remember, I think it was Nora, she was like, wow, you're tall, or maybe it was somebody else. It was like really tall. This is a really long apron. So if it's too long, you can just trim it up. Oh, print and stick target paper. Okay. You can always fold it up. Oh, yes, you could fold it up and make a pocket, Renee says. Print and stick target paper. I couldn't figure out how to load this into the products for today. But literally, this is an 8x10 sticky paper. And you can print your design out and lay it out on your apron and see where it's going to land. I think this is $24.99 for the package. It's transparent, so you can see where it's going to land. I think this one is, let's see, there's 25 sheets in here, and it peels away just like the sticky stabilizer does for a dime. So you could print your design, lay it out on your apron, and then see how it has the target there. Remember how I showed you that when you start your design, when you load your design, it starts in the center of the design. That's how you know where to place it. And then you can stick and restick and unstick and restick. So that's on the website, print and stick target paper. Couldn't figure out how to load it in here. The technology was trying to be smarter than us. We also bought some new OESD tea towels. Now, of course, you don't have to use OESD or Kimberbell. You can get any tea towels from anywhere. Sometimes, usually the ones that come from our vendors, though, OESD and Kimberbell, not usually, they are a much higher quality, so they'll hold up really well. Can we pull up the tea towels when you get a chance? So we have some red ones. I saw those on the OESD website. I was like, oh my gosh, I need some. Ooh, these pixie lights are multicolor. If you're stitching something out that you want to put the lights in, multicolored. Oh my gosh. Emily loves the LED lights. She has LED lights in her room. And she likes to change the colors. Like, so she'll do red and green and white, or she'll do blue. It's really fun. So many. I just hit buy, forgot to add free shipping code, but did remember the stitch one. Oh well, haha. That's okay. I got you covered. I think I've got a pile of stuff to send you, so I'll refund the shipping when I ship it out. I won't be doing any shipping tomorrow, just so you know. I'll be shipping on Monday, probably. Here's the pressing cloth. This is good to have when you need to put a barrier between whatever you're pressing or melting off of your design, and you don't want it to get on your iron. Here's the 6-inch scissors. These are not the curved scissors.
They should be the curved scissors. Should put them in there.
Okay, somebody check this and see if it's the curved scissors. This one says the straight scissors.
Because she was putting it in again.
Who's my moderators right now? Let's see. There was some other stuff I wanted to show you guys. Oh yes, pet kerchief blanks. Thank you. This is good. She's bringing up all of the things. What is the free ship code? It's the same thing as it was before. Free ship crazies. All one word. Free ship crazies. For my crazies. They like the free shipping. Free ship crazies. You're welcome. And if you forget to put it in, don't worry about it. Oh, and if you need a new machine, the Janome machine, here you go. This is the 500E. The largest hoop is an 8x10. I'm using a 550 today. The only difference really is that it has a larger hoop than the 500. The 500 I'm able to ship anywhere in the country. The 550E I can only sell in the store. So if you want a 550E, you have a good excuse to come and see me. And it's about $800 or $900 more. We have some needles in here, organ needles, 7511 10 packs. If you need some more needles, these are sharp. So these are good when you're going through really a lot of layers, fabric, stabilizer, that kind of thing. All the links are showing in the comments if you miss it. There's an 80-12, 75-10. These are 10 packs. I figured I need to restock all of these. So here you go. 75-11s, 80-12s. How do you know what size you need to get? I don't remember. Here's the red embroidery tea towels that we added in here, $10.99. There's a set of 2 in here. These are really nice quality. So here's the red ones, in case you need some towels to check out on there. Loving those. I have, let's see what's next. Oh yes, hold on. Let's keep this one up here for a minute. Where's my Kimberbell tape dispenser? The red one. I thought I pulled it.
Red one,
I had a red one. Want to grab a red one for me? Hang on, let's keep this one up. I thought we had it. I guess we forgot to pull it. We forgot to double check. Hang on. So this is a fancy little tape dispenser. I have a yellow one here. These are gone. They do them and then they're gone. But I do still have the cranberry ones. And honestly, I can't believe I still have the cranberry ones because these are usually so popular that they sell out. When they come out with a new color, they sell out. Hang on. Renee's going to go get me one so I can show you the tape dispenser. And I'm pretty sure, do you know if the OESD tape fits in there too? Okay, the OESD and the Kimberbell tape both fit in the little tape dispenser, but it's nice to have. It's a heavy weight, so that's nice. It's like a paperweight almost. It won't, it's not going to be easy to knock it off of your sewing table if you're stitching like crazy. Okay, so I have the Kimberbell one, so that's the one that's up. Okay, next product, please. Was it fun? What do you guys think? OESD wash away tape. We have the wash away tape. Oh yes, I'll talk about the weightless quilter in just a second. We have the wash away OESD tape. We have the paper tape that's a tearaway tape. And we also have the Kimberbell paper tape. So this is the OESD wash away. This is nice. Sometimes you're needing to tape something down and you need to stitch over it, but you need it to not go anywhere. This wash away tape is nice. Okay, there's 2 weightless quilters. Now, I didn't get a chance to get into quilting with your embroidery machine, but if you're going to get into quilting with your embroidery machine, there are 2 sizes of weightless quilters. There's one for smaller projects and there's one for larger projects. This weightless quilter, you can also use if you're doing a larger quilt, stitch in the ditch, and you need your quilt to be held up and out of the way. Off of the floor, for example. Maybe you have a lot of thread on your floor. Can we pull that back up, please? Does OESD tape hold better? I don't think there's any difference between the two. Renee says she likes the wash away tape better because then she can get rid of it, wash it away. It's a little easier to get rid of other than the tape, but you don't always need a wash away. So for example, when I was doing the towel, and I had my topper above the towel, any of the tapes would be fine. They just come right off. You can reuse the tape. Mom reuses her tape 3 or 4 times, so you don't have to go through it as frequently. But if you're going to do something where you need something to be held down and you're going to be stitching over it, the wash away tape is nice to have. And they're only $5 or $6, so they're really not, it's not going to be terrible. Plus, you're going to get your 15% off with your coupon code that we had earlier. Okay, so back to the weightless quilter. This one is the large one. This one takes up a lot of real estate on your floor, but this one is for a larger project above. I know, I have one somewhere. I think it's over there leaning up against the wall. There's 2 sizes. There's a weightless, there's a tabletop for a smaller project, for example, like a table runner, table topper or something. This one is for a larger project. You can use this for a twin, queen, king size quilt. Okay, maybe you're quilting something, maybe you're stitching in the ditch, maybe you're binding your quilt, because it's always so much fun to try to fight a king size quilt and the binding over your binder holder that you bought the other day, the Lori Holt one. So this holds everything up and out of the way, but it takes up a lot of real estate. So the way that works is there's a rectangle piece that goes underneath your table or underneath your project. And then there's arms, literally one standing over, a couple standing over here and a couple standing over here on the other side of your table. And it's like having a human standing there holding your quilt for you while you are quilting or stitching or whatever. But there's been a lot of times where I've been thinking, you know, not just quilting a big project, but sometimes you're working with a big project and you just need it up and out of the way and off the floor because it's kind of pulling a little bit and your points aren't matching up nice. You could use it for just the top of your quilt if you're working on a really big quilt. It's nice to hold it up and out of the way. And so that one is $100 off. The suggested retail is $400. It's $300 today. So and that's the lowest price that it'll be ever. Okay, the next one is the smaller version. I think it's $70. Moderators, perfect. So this is the weightless quilter for a table topper for smaller projects. The way that this works is it clamps onto your table here and it just holds it up out of the way. I've used this at quilt shows. When I'm quilting like a panel project, I always do panel projects when I'm at a quilt show because it's, you know, not so large and I have a small booth. But I'll use this to kind of hold it up out of the way. So this is a great place to start. Try this out, but this is only good for projects up to 54 inches square. So you could, if you're wanting to get into quilting with your embroidery machine and you want to try with a little table topper or something, this is a good place to start. And if you know that you're going to want, you already have this one and you want the larger one for the larger quilt, you can get the other one as well. I've got some questions here. Janice says, late! Exclamation point. That's okay. You can go back and watch from the beginning. Kathy got this one, and I'm so happy she got this. I only have one of these today. Oh, I forgot to talk about Bird's Nest. So Dime has this auto ship program and they just automatically send me stuff. And then I have it to sell and we get it listed on the website and I'm like, it gets here and I'm like, ooh, that's cool. So Kathy bought this one the other day when we had it on the live. It's a embroidery starter kit. It uses, Dime has a thread called Exquisite. That's their brand of thread. And you can see all of the different colors that they have in here. So you've got a nice selection. How many is there? Like 20 different threads in here? 24 colors. And then the other thing that it has in here in this kit, it has some cutaway stabilizer, medium weight cutaway. That's your base. That's your basic stabilizer that you'll use. It's a poly mesh. You'll use that on many, many, many of your projects. You'll go through a lot of that. It also has a medium weight tearaway stabilizer, which I don't know what you use medium weight tearaway stabilizers for. Oh, designed for light to medium stitch counts on stable to semi-stable fabrics. Firm, crisp, and easy to tear away. Tears neatly around edge of stitched area. Mary Beth and Renee are laughing at me, which is fine. There's also a water-soluble topping. So kind of like what we had today with the Kimberbell and the OESD, they also have a water-soluble topping. So she already has a topper that she can use for practicing on her towels and her aprons. There's a steady something bobbin plastic thing. And then there's 3 metallic colored threads in here. So she can practice with her metallic threads. And one of the things that I told her when she starts with her metallic threads is slow down your machine just to see. I've been told over and over by the company that this is amazing metallic thread and it doesn't break. But they all say that. So I just say slow down your machine to the slowest speed setting that you can and try it out. Also, practice on a scrap piece of paper. Don't do this on your very last stitching on a 10-hour block because you will not be happy. Kathy says, I opened it and it's nice. So this is a really nice starter kit. So let's leave this up here for just a second. Mary Beth has something.
The small sticky bag, Barb ordered some, but they are out of stock at Kimberbell. Who knows how long it will be.
Okay.
So I don't know if she wants to switch it to this one.
Okay. So Barb, Mary Beth just came in and let me know Kimberbell is currently out of stock on the smaller size of wash away stabilizer. This is the 20-inch by 5 yards. We do have this in stock. Kimberbell is out of the 12-inch.
No, yeah, the 12 by 10.
12-inch by 10 yard, 12-inch by 5 or 12-inch by 10? 12-inch by 5 yards. So if you want to switch to this, what's the price difference? This one's $60.48.
This one's $42.98.
Okay, so it's $18 more, but Kimberbell is out of it, and we don't know when it's going to be back in stock, and they don't let us put the order through either when they're out of stock. So if you're okay with us switching you to this, let me know. Kathy says it has 2 metallic threads, but it has the embroidery compass too. Oh, nice to know. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So it does have the compass. So that's good to know. All right. So if Barb's still here, I'm not sure if Barb's here. Okay. If not, we might have to email Barb.
Okay.
Okay. Who's next? What's our next product? Thank you. Nice starter kit. Perfect placement kit. For t-shirts. Okay, I don't know where this is. We have perfect placement kit. Oh, yes, we do. Perfect. So if you are going to stitch some things on some t-shirts, number one, start with your dollar store variety of your scrappy t-shirts or the ones that you're going to throw away. There is a little peel and stick placement so you can put it exactly where you want it to be. So apparently there's like a perfect spot for logos to land on the left chest of a t-shirt. And there's instructions on here. So we are also going to be doing an event with Dime. Perfect stitching start to finish on a t-shirt. We're going to learn how to do that. So if you have some of this ahead of time before the Dime event, you'll already have it in your hand. You can follow along, which I don't know about you, but for me, I tend to learn better when I do as I learn, because if I have somebody show me, basically the information is like water in a basket. It just goes away, just falls right through. Barb says, I just got back on. Okay, so Barb, the stabilizer that you ordered the 12-inch, the wash away sticky back. You ordered the 12-inch by 5 yards. Kimberbell is out of that one. We do have the 20-inch by 5 yards. I'm a little bit nervous because I don't know when Kimberbell is going to get it back in. So are you okay with us switching it out? I think there's about a $12 difference on that. They might have just run out. I'm not sure. But sometimes they don't always get things back in stock as quickly as I would like them to get. Can you put the link on the stabilizer you just mentioned for Barb? Yes. So we'll, that is a wash away sticky back. We'll get that highlighted. Wash away sticky back stabilizer, the 20-inch by 5 yards. Perfect. Thank you. So here's the QR code for that. And I'm going to keep talking about this. The perfect placement kit. So this is a Dime product. We had this up just a few minutes ago. For all of the different types of t-shirts, a crew neck, a V-neck. They have different sizes, small, medium, and large for t-shirts. And this is where the center is. So you can place this on there. It's a little sticky thing, and then you can find the center. Barb says that's fine to switch it. Can we let Mary Beth know that? Thank you. So Mary Beth, you just edit the order and then send it over to Barb. And that will take care of it. Okay, so there's that stabilizer. The wash away sticky back. The only ones that we have are the 20-inch by 5 yards. So let's stick with that. And then when they have the 12-inch by 5 yards, we'll get those back in here. All right, next item. The Stitch Ripper. Yay! I showed that at the beginning of the live. Basically, if you need to stitch out, you do some stitching, some embroidery stitching, and you need to rip it out. It literally takes you about a minute and a half to get those stitches out. So that is a must-have. Any embroiderer, when you save up for it if you need to, but get some of those. All right, Dime also came out with some needles that are ceramic coated. They're pretty inexpensive, but we have them in different sizes. They have the ballpoint and they have the sharps. and they have the different sizes as well. This one is the 75 by 11. It's a flat shank, sharp point, and they're $12. I have had a lot of customers that have bought these. They're like, oh, 20 pack of needles, $12. That's a pretty good deal because these other ones were probably $10. And they try them. They're extra, extra sharp. They're ceramic coated. And so they can go through a lot of layers of stuff, which when we're embroidering, sometimes we can get into lots and lots of layers of things, especially if we're doing embellishments with leather or glitter sheets, and we have a stabilizer and we have a background fabric and we have an applique fabric. There's a lot of layers to go through. So it's worth grabbing one of these for the right size that you need for your machine. And trying those out. So we have those in the 75 by 11. This one is the flat shank sharp. And the next one, we also have the 8012s. Triumph Needle Flat Shank Sampler Pack. This is a mixture of different sizes. So you can check that out, try which ones. And then the 8012, this is a ballpoint. Also $12, and a 75 by 11, also ballpoint. These are all showing up in the comments. So if it's going a little bit fast for you, you can just scroll up through the comments and you can find these links. Embroiderer's Compass. This is a nice thing to have if you're getting confused with all of the different stabilizers and all of the different needle sizes and different types of needles and all of the things, like which one am I supposed to do? I don't know which one I'm supposed to do. What stabilizer I'm going to use, what stabilizer do I use if I'm going to do a t-shirt or a sweatshirt. And these are all going to be dime recommended products, but also don't forget that there's OESD and Kimberbell as well. So if you try something and you don't love it, you can try something different. But a good starter pack for that. But this is a really nice guides you through the world of embroidery. So stabilizers and whatnot. Okay, next. Thank you. The alignment, the dime, do we have the Snap Guide, Snap Hoop, Monster Alignment Dime? I can't see the rest of the title.
We didn't have it.
I thought we had some Snap Guide. Wool pressing mats, totally tubular. We have different sizes of those. These are the hoop and press mats. There's like 4 to 5 different sizes on these wool pressing mats. They're really nice. They are, I think there's wool on both sides. I don't think I have any in the store right now of these ones. But these are nice hoop mats or pressing mats. And they have different sizes. So check that out. You can see the different sizes that they have. Next product, please. Oh, I not even have the chats up. I should put that. Oh, yeah, I do. Hoop setter for Snap Hoop. I do have this one. I don't. It just came in. It might be in receiving. This one lines up your top and your bottom hoop for the magnetic hoop. Where did I put my magnetic hoop? Hang on. Oh, okay.
Wait.
No.
Oh. Can we bring the overhead camera up? Okay. So, and if we can put it up primary, that would be great. Thanks. So, hoop. I've noticed sometimes when I am quilting a project, like a panel project or something, that's what I've started with. Of course, I have a sandwich here and I can't see through the quilt sandwich. And so sometimes when I put my my magnet on, it'll end up here. Well, that doesn't help me. So I'll try to like scooch it down sometimes, but even then, this isn't quite lined up straight. You can see that there's a little bit of overlap here. So this hoop setter helps you get everything lined up, and it lines up over here on this side of the hoop. It works with any magnetic hoop. Doesn't matter which brand of magnetic hoop you have, because it's a metallic device, so it'll work inside your magnetic hoop. But that's nice to get things lined up, especially over here, because sometimes when you've got the sandwich, like I said, you can't see where your top hoop is compared to your bottom hoop, and so this is how you can get things lined up correctly that way. Because if you're not lined up, you don't have as much of a hold, basically, right? Because this wouldn't be connected in the right place, and so you would have it would get off a little bit. It could come off, it could move a little bit. So this is a nice thing to have. No, that's not it. That's something different. I don't think we have that one listed yet. Okay, next item. The hoop mat. This is the hoop mat, and this is something you do not cut on. So do not cut on your hoop mat, but it has a grippy surface to it, and it has a target point, so you know where your center is when you're getting things hooped and rehooped. It's a nice product to have. It's silicone, and it's printed. It has 1/2 inch. It has grids printed. What does it say? 24 by 17. Where'd my glasses go, guys? Oh, here they are. The measures 25 by 17.5. Has 1/2 inch grid, provides a non-skid hooping surface. Easily find the center point of any size or brand of hoop. The printed grid allows you to instantly measure by simply placing the hoop down on the mat. So I was using my cutting mat because, I don't know, that's kind of how I roll. But this slides around really easy on my cutting mat. So the hooping mat, which I don't have this open, I should probably open this, but it has a grippy thing, so it won't slide around as much when you're hooping something. And then you can roll it up and put it away when you're done. You could lay it on top of your cutting mat, so you don't have to have extra tables in your embroidery room, or your sewing room, or your storage room, or whatever one it might be. And then you can roll it up and put it away when you're done. Okay, the bird's nest tool. I love this. Frequently, well, not frequently, but sometimes when you're stitching and your top thread thinks that there's a tail that it needs to have as its bobbin thread, it will get tangled and it will create what is called a bird's nest on the back side of your project. It is a pain in the patootie when that happens, because you have your large hoop, right? And it's 8 inches in there, and you cannot get to the bird's nest with any pair of scissors that you have. Well, there is this nice tool called the bird's nest toolkit. It has a hook so that you can get under your hoop with very little operating space, literally, and lift it up and grab the threads, grab whatever you need to. And then it literally has a scalpel. Literally, this is a surgical scalpel. So it's really sharp and it's nice. Make sure you put your cover back on it, which I have to remind myself to do every time. But you basically get in there under your hoop and you grab with your hook and you slice with your scalpel, and you have freed your project from the bird's nest monsters under your hoop. Inexpensive project. The first time that you get a bird's nest under there, you'll be like, oh man, I should have bought that bird's nest tool. So if you have a bird's nest tool, let me know what you think of it, and if you love it, and if it has saved your behind a few times. Nice thing to have. Okay, next. I don't know if there's anything else. KSE says that's a weapon. Yes, ma'am, it is. So if somebody comes in while you're ripping some stitches, they're trying to pull you away from your sewing machine, you just say, you watch it. I'll get you. I'll get you with this. Want me to show the hoops? No. Do we have the, well, yeah, we could go back to the hoops, I guess, here in just a minute. But do we have the, really quick, do we have the hoop and press pads? I thought I added those in this morning. They are wool on one side and grippy on the other. And I think the lowest price on the one is like $29.99. That's the 5x7. I can find it too if you can't find it. It's close to the hoops. I'm pretty sure I put it in there close to the hoops. Let me go through here. Yes, that is what I want. Okay, hoop and press pads. Now, if you're going to be doing some applique, these are really nice items to have. They come individually. You can also buy them in a bundle. Okay, so check this out. They start at $29.99. The bundles go up from there. They have some oval hoops, which fits for Bernina. If you have an oval hoop, they have the set that has 3 of the most popular sizes of hoops. This one has 145 by 255, 210 by 400, and 265 by 165. Those are all in millimeters. That set is $109.99 for the Bernina, for example. Has all 3 of the hoop and press pads. On the back side, it has a little grippy so it doesn't slip around on your table. And on the front side, it has wool. What's nice about this is you can pop your hoop right in here. Your stabilizer and your project does not move. You can put your iron on top of there, iron away, get things to get sticky, and then put it back on the machine. It has that 1/2 inch thickness. They also have a set. When you scan this QR code, it'll come up. They have a set for the Janome machines and the Viking and Pfaff, and also Brother and Baby Lock. They have the sets, and then they also have the individual sizes. So this one, let's see, this one is a 5x7. It's compatible with Janome. Individually, that one is $39.99. I don't know what the set is because I don't have it pulled up, but it's usually more economical to buy it in the set. This one is a 6x10, and this one is a rectangle, so you can see the shape of that hoop. Then there's a 5x7 with the angles cut off. I don't know which machine that is for, but if you go look at your hoops, you can figure out which one you need. And if you want to buy the individual sizes, this one is an 8x8 square hoop. Here's the corner. And when you scan this QR code, it takes you to all of the products. So just click on the drop-down list to find your set. That's an 8x8 square. And then this one is for the Viking Pfaff. This one is the 8x11 for the Viking Pfaff. So go in there, scan the QR code, and then check out the drop-down. The drop-down menu has the different sets. There's the oval hoops, and there's the rectangle hoops. And then there's also the individual, or not hoops, but the press pads. And it has those individually as well. If there's just one, you just want to try one and try it out before you get the whole set, you can do that. So make sure you check the drop down. That'll take you to all of the hoop and press pads, and we have all of those available. Okay, let me check the chat here. Okay, next, let's see. Now let's go through let's go through the hoops. So one of the things that I demonstrated today was how to embroider on a towel, and what projects you need, what pieces you need, what ingredients you need to have a successful project. We also have, so I used the sticky hoop today, the dime sticky hoop, and you can also use the magnetic hoop. The magnetic hoop is also used for quilting with your embroidery machine, using edge-to-edge quilting or end-to-end quilting. Different companies call it different things. Embroidery Online has some of those, and they have a growing collection of those as well, and lots of other online vendors. So you can download those designs, throw them onto a USB, and stitch them out. You can practice on a piece of scrap fabric. So this one is the Janome 8x12. So this is for Janome machines. So if you have the 500E, Barb, Sylvia, Tony. I think Tony and Sylvia already have one. But Barb, you'll want one of these if you didn't get one already for the magnetic hoop, if you're ready for it. If not, just a sticky hoop is a good place to start. Okay, next hoop. This one is also an 8x12 for Janome. I thought we had an 8x14 in here too, but it's $219. $99. Then we have a 5x7 for the Janome, and this is the smaller size magnetic hoop. I always tell people start with a larger magnetic hoop, and then if you decide you have loved this and you need more of them, then you can get the 5x7. I will say that the 5x7 is handy when you get to the edge. So when I started doing edge-to-edge quilting with the embroidery machine, it was nice to have the 5x7 when I got down to the edge, because I started with the 8x12. My design was taking up 8 inches by 12 inches. Then I get over to the edge of my panel project and I have this much space left. It would have been nice to have had the 5x7 hoop available, but I didn't take it with me to that quilt show. Also, this is another place where you can use the tape. The wash away tape in particular for OASD wash away tape is nice because you have the top of your quilt sandwich, and then your batting, and then your backing. And often the top of your quilt is like when you're quilting with your embroidery machine, it wants to catch on the top part of your quilt sandwich. So that's where having that tape would have also been nice, because I had to hold it down actually, and it would have been nice to have had this, the point and press. Oh, and then here's the 8x14 for the Janome. Oh, we're switching back to this, the point and press. This would have been nice to have had, yes, at the, oh, wrong one. At the quilt show to hold that down. Okay, next hoop. 8x14. I don't think that price is right. Mary Beth, can we check the price on that? I'm not sure that that's right. The map price on there. Wait, oh, I have it here. I think, maybe. Hold on. Let me check that price. Monster hoop, Janome, 8x14. Oh yeah, that's right. $219. Oh no, it's not. $219.99. We need to change that price to $219.99. If they see this, I'm going to get in trouble, guys. $219.99 on that one. Next item. So that's the 8x14 snap hoop monster. Needs to be changed. The price needs to be changed to $219.99. Okay, then we have them for Bernina. Let me get my little cheat sheet out here. So this is for the 145 by 255, which is approximately 6x10, give or take a smidge. This is for the Bernina. This is the snap hoop monster. That's the 6x10. That's going to be probably your most common hoop. That's probably the hoop that you grab the most often. Too big for Janome 500E. You mentioned to text you to confirm. Okay, hang on. Let me answer Sylvia's question. I just have the 5x7 magnetic hoop, but we'll get the 8x8 sticky hoop or 8x11, but maybe too big for the Janome 500E. 8x10. What is the biggest hoop on that one, Sylvia? I can't remember. 8x10. Oh, it's the RE28B. Do we have the RE28B over there? Hoop? Hang on, I think I have one here. It's in the room. It's in the studio. Yes. Hang on, let me go back here. 8x12. You know, the 8x12 magnetic hoop, Sylvia, should be fine because I've used that on the machine. This is on the inside, 7 to 16, so 9 by 7 by 12, 9 by 12. Yes, the 8x11 Janome hoop will be fine for you, Sylvia. 8x11 or 8x12, whichever one that is. It won't screw up your machine. That'll be perfect. Okay, so here's the Bernina. This one is the 145 by 255, approximately 6x10. Next Bernina hoop. And this is an oval hoop. Then the 150 by 400. This is your mega hoop. So this is the 6x16, approximately 6 inches by 16 inches for the Bernina hoop. And then we have the 150 by 400, the mega hoop. This one and this one, 150 by 400. That's the mega hoop for the Bernina. 6 by 16 inches. I have my little cheat sheet converter sheet here. And if you need to know if this works with your machine, I actually have a compatibility thing right here that I can go through with you. So just let me know. And then let's see, I think there's 4 sizes with Bernina. Hang on, let me look. Bernina, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 different sizes. This is 165 by 265. That's going to be about 6.5 by 10.5 inches for that one. And I can answer which machines that goes with. And then the next one is the 210 by 400. That one is approximately 8.5 by 16 inches. Good night, Janet. Thanks for being here. Hugs to you. Oh, and then there's the 260 by 400. Let's see, that one is 10.5 by 16. Give or take. Also for Bernina. And if the QR codes are going by too fast for you, the links are in the comments. Okay, now we're going to do Pfaff and Viking. So this one is the 120 by 120. So that looks like that one's a little under 5 inches square. That one is $149.99. On sale. Next one. 200 by 200. That one's approximately 8-inch square. That one's $199.99. And we have those. Okay, next. The 200 by 260. So that's going to be approximately the 8 by 10 magnetic hoop for your Pfaff or your Viking or your Husky machine. So just depending on which one is your most common, what's your go-to hoop. And then this one is 200 by 360. So that equates to about 8 inches by about 14 inches, approximately your 8 by 14 for your Pfaff or your Viking. Okay, next. The brother and baby lock hoops. If you have a brother or a baby lock hoop, if we can, oh, I thought we had that one loaded in there. Maybe not. So for the brother and baby lock, there's 15 different hoop possibilities. So if you have a brother or a baby lock machine and you want to get a sticky hoop or a magnetic hoop, can we put up our phone number and our email? If you can send us a text message or an email, let me know which machine you have and what size you'd like to start with. Then I will get back to you on the correct hoop for your machine. Like I said, there's 13 different ones. There's so many different machines. They're different sizes. The chart that they have for us is 4 pages long. 6, 8, 10 pages long. That's just for brother. And then for baby lock, it's 4 pages long. So I couldn't figure out how to put it on the website in an organized way, in an organized fashion, so that it's not like all over the place. So if you have a brother or a baby lock machine and you want to get a magnetic or a sticky hoop, just shoot us an email or a text message. Let me know what size of hoop you want to get and which machine you have specifically. And then I will get back to you on the pricing. They range in price from $99 for a little 4-inch by 4-inch hoop up to $229.99 for the largest hoop that brother has, 9.5 by 16. Okay, but they're all on sale. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. So so let's do a giveaway for our crazies that have hung out with us for 2.5 hours today. Oh, I wanted to show you something really quick. Hang on, and then I'll have a good question for you. So Mom stitched this out for me. Imagine that. Or maybe I did it. Actually, I think this is one that I did at a quilt show. And I wanted to show this to you because I did not use a topper. And so basically the words kind of sunk down into the towel. So I wanted to show you kind of what that looks like. So you could see why the topper is really nice to have. Can you believe I had a chicken towel? And then this one, I did use a topper. This one was another one that I did at a quilt show. And that one came out nice. I don't know which company that one's from, by the way. And then here's another one that I did, just a little small one. I didn't look at how big the design would be, so it came out a little bit small, but that would have been really cute on a little apron or a little towel or something like that. So, but you could do that on, you know, a hot pad or oven mitts, or you could do these little designs on anything, you know. So just start thinking, get creative. What could you do? These little projects, but these are super easy. You'll get them stitched out fast. If you're one of my new embroiderers, I expect to hear from you. I want to hear how you did. I want to hear how it's going. I want you to talk to me and tell me how it went. Janice says, shocking. I forgot what I was talking about. Okay. Yep. Got that. Thank you for the reminder on that. Already did. Anything else? Do you have any questions? Oh yeah, we're going to do a giveaway. So let's see. I have a question for you. What's the first thing you're going to stitch out if you're a new embroiderer? And if you're not a new embroiderer and you're experienced embroiderer, what's your next embroidery project? And I will randomly pick somebody. I'll scroll. Okay, Janice says, okay, I'll try. Chicken towels. Yay! Oh, the chicken towels. Yeah, surprise, surprise, right? Shocking. I know. I think, you know, it's so funny. Every time Mom is on one of the embroidery websites, and she's like, every time she comes across a chicken accidentally, she does exactly what I do when I go to my vendor websites. She fills up her cart and buys all of these chicken designs. And she's like, I will never, ever, ever be able to stitch all of these out for you. And I'm like, well, yeah, I get it. I get it. Oh, there was another thing I was going to tell you guys, and I forgot. There's a software that Dime has that is a perfect stitch viewer. We have it listed on the website. I don't think I have it loaded in the products here. It's a software that I think it's $60 or $80. If you're anything like my mom, and it's possible that you might have thousands and thousands and thousands of embroidery designs, which I know there are a few of you. There's this software where you can load it on your laptop or whatever. You can see all of your designs, and you can also click on it to see how big it is. It's a really nice software. It's only $60 or $80, so it might be something that you want to buy yourself for Christmas to keep your embroidery designs organized. You can organize them however you want. You can see the designs. You can change the colors. You can try different thread colors, thread brands, different things, and see what it's going to look like. And you can even sit there and watch it stitch out on your computer. So if you don't have an embroidery machine, it's a cheap way to get the sleepiness effect of watching the machine stitch out. And then you can come buy a machine from me later. That's fine. Okay, let's see. Barb's going to do the Christmas tree towel. Perfect. Barb, I cannot wait to hear how that goes. If you get stuck along the way, especially if you're going to try it out this weekend, shoot me a text, and I should be in the middle of unpacking or talking to my chickens or petting my dog or talking to my kitties. I can give you a call and see if I can help you out. We might have to FaceTime or something. Sylvia says, I'm thinking the Christmas towel. I ordered the print you did. Perfect. Exactly. That's really good. Good one. Let's see. Grandma D says, I'm not doing embroidery by machine, but I would try a Christmas design. That's really cute. You can come to Idaho and you can rent a machine and try it out. And then you'll be like, oh, you know what? I do think I need one of those. Huh. Lucy's working on her snowman tree skirt. Perfect. Rhonda says, freestanding lace ornament. Perfect. You know, Mary Beth was just talking the other day. She is going to maybe make some ornaments they have this tradition where they have ornaments every year that they buy for the kids. And she thinks she's going to stitch some out. So we were talking when we did embroidery a couple of weeks ago. There's some free form fiber stuff that you need, which we don't have loaded in here today. But that sounds like fun. Lucy says, I want to try a towel tomorrow. You can do it. Post in the Rebs Fab Stashers page too. In the Facebook page, Rebs Fab Stashers, post pictures. Let us know what you think. And if you get stuck, you can ask questions in there. Nora says, OESD Donna Ginger tiled stockings. Donna Geisinger tiled stockings. Ooh, fun. I love their tiling scenes. There's just a lot of time. I have to wait until I have more time in my studio. Okay, so I'm going to scrolly. Let me close my eyes. I don't have a whole lot of comments here left. Okay, I'm going to pick one. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Click. See if I picked one. Oh, yes. Sylvia is our first winner. Okay, scrolly. You can't win twice, so if I accidentally click you again, Sylvia, sorry. Next is Rhonda, another one of our winners. Okay, and then I'm going to get one more. Let's put down our giveaways. Who's that one? Oh, I already did her. She can't win twice. I don't know how I did that. Oh, I was totally on the wrong part. All right. Scrolly. I didn't get anybody again. Okay. Did I get one there? Kathy. Yay. All right. So those are our winners for today. Thank you for hanging out with me for 3 hours almost. Yep. Got it. So our winners are Sylvia, Rhonda, and KSE. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for being here. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Good successes. If you have some boo-boos, it's okay. It's totally fine. Practice on something really, really cheap. Then it'll be fine. You'll be all good. Okay, thanks you guys. I appreciate it. And you can come back and shop the live later. The coupon codes are good until 9 p.m. tonight. So it is currently 6:40 p.m. Pacific. So those will be live for another 2 hours and 20 minutes. So you can come back and shop the live. And then Emily will have a video that she can edit. And we'll have this out on YouTube soon with some edits and without the noise and all of the goofy things. Thank you so much. I'm glad you guys had fun. Sylvia says thank you. Happy sewing. Rhonda says it's been fun. I've missed you, Rhonda. And then Grandma D, you're so kind. You're welcome. Okay, hugs to you guys. We'll see you all later next week sometime. I don't know what the schedule is yet. I have to get through the rest of this week and the weekend before. But just watch our social media and our emails. We'll put it out there. Hugs to you guys. See you